Hello, everyone. This is Meenakshi Narula, founder and CEO at Mentoring the Mentors. And today I'm again here with all of you with another wonderful strategy. You know very well, I have been sharing with you a number of visible thinking routines, a number of different cooperative, collaborative learning strategies so that you can engage your students in your classroom and bring the charm and enthusiasm in your classes and make your lessons so impressive so that students will be able to retain information for a longer period of time and take interest in your classes. They'll be able to relate the knowledge that you are gaining in the classes with the real world. So here today, I am again with all of you with another wonderful strategy, and slowly and gradually we'll be discussing about number of another strategies that are there for cooperative learning. So before we go ahead with today's strategy, that you can see on the screen is Circle the Sage strategy. Let us quickly know about what exactly it is cooperative learning strategy. You might have heard and talked about collaborative cooperative learning strategies, and generally what happens is people do confuse between cooperative and collaborative learning strategies because they appear similar to us. We think when the children, they are working as a team, that is a collaborative learning, and cooperative learning is also it appears similar to us, but actually there is difference between cooperative and collaborative learning strategies. In collaborative learning, children, they work as a team, right? They work together. Suppose there are 5 to 6 members in a team. So it happens they are working together and there is no external facilitator that who is guiding them. Rather, they are working on their own. And in that case, that exactly the presentation is of the complete team. Each and every individual is responsible for the presentation of the team, but it happens like some of the children, they do not come forward, but their presentation becomes good because of only a few members of the team. That is collaborative learning. And today we're going to talk about cooperative learning strategy. What happens in cooperative learning? In cooperative learning, the students work together to complete the assigned tasks. So in the process, they not only learn the concept, but they learn the social skills as well. They feel responsible not only for their own learning, but also for the team members, and they develop positive interdependence as well. So here in this case, in cooperative learning, what happens is children, they discuss, they elaborate, they think on various perspectives of the topic. So they enhance their skills, that is critical thinking, communication, collaboration, all these skills are also developed. But in this case, what is different is in cooperative learning, each and every individual, each and every member of the team has given a specific task to complete, right? So they exactly know either we all will swim together or we will sink. Means if we will perform better, we will be able to give a better presentation as a team. If even one member doesn't perform well, the whole of the team, it sinks, right? So accordingly, the task is being divided into different groups. So you will get to know more about such kind of strategies. But today's strategy that here is with all of us, we're going to discuss today is Circle the Sage strategy. As you can see on the screen, there is one person, one child, one student that is in the center, and some of the students, they are around in a circle. So we will be talking about how this strategy works. Circle the Sage strategy. This strategy is a cooperative learning strategy, as I have told you earlier, and is given by Dr. Spencer Kagan in 1992. In this case, what happens is in a classroom, selected students, they act as sages. Selected students, they act as sages. How come they act as sages? Now, sage word you have been using when you see generally in our discussion, we say teachers, they are no more sages on the stages. They are the guides on the sides. Maybe they are the facilitators helping the children to explore the world and then gain the information and then relate the same with the real world. So sage here, how come it's the strategy work? Let us talk about. So it happens as, so in Circle the Sage strategy, it provides learners an opportunity to showcase what they know. It enhances satisfaction with the learning experience. It develops communication skills, as I've already told you, and promotes self-esteem as well. And it promotes student achievement. How it works, so many benefits. Let's talk about the procedure, how it works. It happens in a classroom. You see, as an educator, what I will do, I will pose a question. Either I will just in general pose a question in the class as I am talking to my students, or I may display the same on the screen, on the projector, on the chalkboard, howsoever I'm doing. I'll write a few questions, and accordingly, I talk about this is a question that we are going to discuss today in the class. And I'll say how many students, volunteers are there who are able to answer this very question, who are able to discuss on this very topic, right? So let us discuss with example that will make you understand this topic better. So suppose I am going to talk about any topic. Let's see, we're going to talk about analytical writing in English language. Maybe how do we write? What are the different steps in that? Right? So how and why do we write it? So suppose we are talking about that, and any of the subjects you can talk about, right? So I announce that question in the class, or maybe write on the board, display on the smart board, and then I ask for the volunteers. See, let me tell you, this doesn't mean like I want the expert students. I want just students who are able to answer those questions. So I choose from those volunteers, suppose 5 students I select. Those students will be acting as sages, 4 to 5, howsoever I'll do, how many I select. And those students will be going to the different corners of the room. Maybe I will be allocating them some spaces, like you will be standing here. They'll spread out in the classroom. And the rest of the students who are already sitting in different teams, right? Suppose I have divided the class into, if I have got 4 sages, I will be dividing the rest of the students into 4 teams, A, B, C, D, right? Or maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have got 4 sages. So what will happen from those 4 teams, right? 1 student each will be going to the different sages. Suppose I have got sage number 1, 2, 3, 4, and I have got teams A, B, C, D. So from team A, all the 4 members, they will be going one by one to sage 1, then sage 2, then sage 3, then sage 4. Likewise from team B as well. So this will give you more clarity. Just look at this picture. I have divided the teams. Now I have just shown here the 3 teams because of the lack of space. So what will happen here? I have divided my class into 6 teams. And I am having 6 sages as well. 3 are visible on the screen. So, and from each team, the students, they will go to the different sages. They will listen to the answers that are being given by those sages. They will make notes also. They will ask questions as well, right? And that will be fruitful discussion. After the time is over, either the teacher fixes the time, maybe you can use a bell, or maybe she can generally announce the time is up. And then students, they will come back to their original teams. And now in those teams, what will happen if there are 6 students, they all went to the different sages. So they have gathered different information. Now the time begins. Those students, they will discuss the information gathered with each other, right? And in case they are having any queries, they can discuss it with the teacher, that is a facilitator. So let me tell you, I have read somewhere as well, never work harder than your students. Let them work hard. Let them, give them some kind of chance to explore the knowledge, right? To explore the world around. They have so much of information in the surrounding world, right? Let us act as facilitators. Like this, you will be able to guide your students to discuss. Certainly, as you know, so much is happening: collaboration, critical thinking, communication, creativity. Certainly that will enhance their 21st century skills. So As I was just talking about the procedure, again, the points are, let's recapitulate. Students, when they return to their respective teams, they discuss their learning, they talk about their notes, they compare and contrast. Like, I have learned this from stage 1, another person will talk about, I went to stage 2 and I have gathered this information. Stage 3 knows more about this. Stage 4 has thrown more light on this very topic. Stage 5 has talked about the advantages also. Stage 6 has talked about some other topic as well. Means they are gathering information from different stages from their peer group only. So then they are discussing, and in case they are having any confusion, we as facilitators, we are always there to talk about any kind of doubts or any kind of confusions. So please make sure at the end you do sum up that particular topic that is being there in the class, and each team can also present this is our learning. As a team, we have discussed this, right? So this is indeed a wonderful strategy. You know very well, it develops leadership skills. Children, they come forward, they volunteer. Yes, I am coming forward. I'm confident enough to become a sage today. And then teamwork, they are working as a team. It enhances confidence and fosters 4 C's. Creativity, communication, collaboration, critical thinking, and retains the children, they retain the information better. Now, as we have talked about advantages, let's quickly again talk about some of the challenges that you as a facilitator may face while conducting this activity in the class. First of all, you have to be very, very experienced conducting this activity. So what? Once or twice when you will conduct this activity, you will become experienced. And another thing, see, you may find a little bit chaos in the class, a little bit noise class. There can be noise in the class, but let it be. I always say a noisy class is an interactive class. Let them talk, let them discuss, right? So slowly and gradually, you will become confident in conducting that activity, and children, they will also get to know what are the rules they have to follow. Please make sure you conduct this activity in your classroom and you do share your challenges, your experience with me. Don't forget to leave your comments in the comment section below. And if you want to know more about my upcoming strategies, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, that is Mentoring the Mentors. That's all for today. Thanks all. Thank you very much from Meenakshi Narula. Have a nice day.